That sucked. Before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to give a special shout out to today's sponsors, starting with Goldfine and Bowles, lawyers for the injured. Personal injury, workers' compensation, those are their two things, but any sort of legal advice, they're the people to call. Give them a phone call, 309-673-5144. Tell them we sent you, okay? And I'd also like to shout out SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video as well. Use promo code PlaybookSports on their website to get $20 off your first purchase of $30 or more. Let's get back to the video. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Playbook Sports Podcast. This is Nate coming at you guys with a very gloomy Dolphins recap video coming fresh off the loss against the Tennessee Titans in Miami. First home loss for the Dolphins of the season. First road win for the Titans. You know what? Do you know how many jinxes were put on this stupid football game, man? That was something as soon as I said it in the preview video, I'm like, Titans never won on the road. Dolphins undefeated at home. I'm like, oh, well, that's going to break that. There's the curse. And we got people tweeting out when the Dolphins went up 27-13, 10-3, don't care. I saw so many tweets where everyone's like, 10-3, 10-3, first place in the AFC, 10-3, don't care. I was like, oh my God, I was having flashbacks to when someone that I know on Twitter, back when the Spurs and Heat were playing the championship, tweeted about the Spurs being champions, and then Ray Allen hit the infamous three-pointer to send the game into overtime where they ended up winning the series and winning the finals. Oh my God. Why do people have to jinx stuff? Why? Why can't you just shut up and enjoy the game? Then get your Twitter fingers going when the game's over. Stupid, man. Let's talk about this football game. Honestly, I have never seen anything quite like the injuries that we sustained in the game yesterday. I mean, what the hell, man? Xavier Howard early, Waddle on that shot he took that should have been a personal foul, whatever. I'm not going to complain about the referees because you can complain about the referees every single game. I don't want to do it. I don't understand the shift that they called, like the illegal shift on the defense. Defensive players can get up and run wherever the hell they want. They can do whatever they want to. Because they shifted suddenly, it's a penalty? No. You have guys that sprint to the lineman and stop on a dime right in front of the lineman. If the linemen move, that's their fault. Not the defense's fault. I can do whatever I want as a defender as long as I don't touch you or cross the neutral zone. If I shift spots like Sealer and Wilkins did, that is not a penalty. I don't understand that one. At the end of the day, whatever. Moving on. There were multiple things that went wrong for Miami in this game. We went up 27-13, and I was like, I do not have a good feeling about the rest of this football game. I just don't. Obviously, Connor Williams, man, done for the season. Torn ACL. That is absolutely devastating. I remember him coming over from Dallas and thinking like, okay, he hasn't been that great in Dallas. I'm okay with the signing. It's a low risk, higher reward signing if he's great. If he's not, whatever, he was not going to cost us anything anyways. And he has turned into, according to PFF, the best center in football this year. Number one center in football. Connor Williams has been awesome. And he is mean on the offensive line. That is what hurts us the most. First of all, he's been great. Second of all, he is really, really good at identifying defenses, and he's a communicator on the offensive line. That's what you are as a center. You're the communicator. And three, he is the anger. He is the nasty of the offensive line that has produced such good running games for the Dolphins this season. Connor Williams has led that charge. He has brought a mean streak. And then you put soft boy Liam Eichenberg in there at center, and there's not an ounce of mean in that kid. I mean, man, we need a center. Let's go sign Ben Jones off of free agency. He hasn't been signed by anybody. He would be fun. He'd be a competent center to play. Liam Eichenberg was a good guard. He's been playing well as a guard. His numbers would back that up. He's not a center. He is not a center. That won't work. Plain and simple. Will not work. That is a devastating injury. Tyreek Hill, man, we almost lost him too with a hip drop tackle that they're trying or considering banning. It's tough. Everything is geared towards offense, right, in the NFL. Everybody is protecting the quarterback, protecting these receivers. You know, you can't throw hospital balls anymore because the defender can't take a cheap shot and smoke the receiver as he's coming across the middle of the field. They're protected. They're protecting the offense. And now you want to ban a hip drop tackle, which is effective at stopping somebody running away from you, right? You think about it. Someone gets their arms around their waist. If you're both falling forward, there's extra yards for the offensive player. So you have to drop your hip drop to kind of anchor and then pull them down. And the problem is that offensive players' feet and knees are getting caught underneath them. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous play. Football's a dangerous sport. I don't know how you can ban that kind of tackle, though. Like, it's dangerous. Yeah, everything is dangerous. But losing Connor Williams was massive for this whole game. Completely threw offense out of sync. And Tyreek Hill missing all that time in that football game as well totally threw the offense off. I'm sorry, he's the MVP of the team. I think Tua has been really, really good this season. really, really good this season. There's no denying that. Look at the numbers. I don't have to defend him because he's been fantastic. Tyreek Hill's the MVP of this team, and he could be the MVP of the league. When you see just the difference in teams, it seemed like the whole Dolphins offense was lost when he left the field. Really disappointed in Jalen Waddle for not really stepping up and taking advantage of that moment. Man, several times he was not in the right position, and he would go back to it and be like, that's on me. It's like, I don't want it to be on you. You make millions of dollars to do this. Don't come back to me and say, that's on me. Do your job. Do your damn job, please. You're too good, too talented to be having mental mistakes like that. We cannot have that. So injuries, obviously, you could talk about them all day. Losing both our safeties, Deshaun Elliott, Javon Holland not playing. It's like, man, no communication on the back end. Middle linebacker out. Like, injuries to key positions. Why can't we lose, like, no offense, why can't we lose, like, Durham Smythe? Or, like a third or fourth wide receiver, man? Or, Jeff Wilson. No offense to those guys. But why is it always got to be the keys? Why was it Jalen Ramsey and Teron Armstead? And now Connor Williams? Come on, man. Throw us a bone here. Brutal. Obviously, the defense took the foot off the gas on those last two drives by the Titans. Also, they were just playing prevent defense. And it's like, you can't do that. They're going to march down the field, man. Get aggressive. Be aggressive. We didn't blitz Will Levis all night. I didn't understand that at all. It's a rookie quarterback on the road. Go fucking get him. Make him uncomfortable. We never did it. We never, ever did it. And we just refused to cover DeAndre Hopkins, apparently. That was a heartbreaker of a game, just to be up front, man. I was running on low sleep as it was. I had trouble falling asleep after that game. I was like, damn, I cannot believe we just let that opportunity slip out of our fingers. Up by 13 points with 3 minutes left in the game. That is so, so tough. That is a hard pill to swallow. Another key moment in this game, Bradley Chubb, man, that was 4 points. There were two really key points. There's 3 things in this game that cost us this game, right? 3 things. I can identify all 3 of them for you. 3 moments. The blocked field goal, where Sanders' field goal was blocked, there's 3 points. All of a sudden, the Titans' touchdown doesn't win them the game. If they go for 2 twice, then we go to overtime, and it's anybody's ballgame at that point. That was obviously massive. Bradley Chubb getting the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty that resulted in a touchdown for them instead of taking a field goal attempt that they could miss. Instead, it gave them a free 15-yard. Because you're pissed that you didn't get the sack? Brother, the defense stepped up for you and made a play. They stopped him from getting the first down. And because you didn't get the sack, you're going to take your helmet off and slam it and hurt the team. That is so selfish. He's been awesome for us. And I love Bradley Chubb, but that was a very selfish play at a pivotal moment in this football game that you cannot have. That is mentally weak. And the third one that I'm thinking of right now, it's going to come to me. Oh, it was multiple within this. Red zone offense. Number 1 in the NFL coming into this game. 3 red zone trips, 6 points, no touchdowns. What are we doing on first and goal? Throwing the ball 3 times and then settling for 3. McDaniel, run the ball, man. Please. Mostert was killing him. Devon Achane was averaging 7 yards a carry. We were gashing them with the run. Missing 4 starting offensive linemen. We were still effectively running the ball. And we were just determined to throw it. I don't understand. There are some times where I'm like, what are we doing? Why does it always have to be a pass? I said it several weeks ago. I don't care if Tua wins the MVP. I don't care if Tyreek wins the MVP. I just want to win football games. And if running the ball wins you football games, do it. Do it. Please. Not a whole lot to say. Honestly, just so super disappointed in that loss. It's eating at me all day. It's 24 hours after the game, and I'm still shocked that we blew that. Because now it's like, okay, you got a Jets team that just came off of a big win against the Texans. They're coming to town. You think the Jets are going to roll over for you? Absolutely not. And then you've got Cowboys, Ravens, Bills. These are 4 hard games remaining on the schedule. We're 9-4. The sky is not falling. I want to point that out. We're in first place in the AFC East by 2 full games with 4 games to go. That is good odds. I like those odds. And the Bills still have to go to the Chargers, who will be without Herbert, so whatever. But then they also have the Cowboys still, and then they've got to come to Miami to end the season. And it's not like they already lost to the Patriots once, so they play them again. Who knows what will happen in that game? The Bills have to win out, and we have to fall apart. We cannot fall apart. We're going to hold it together, hold it down. This team is not like old Dolphins teams. This team will respond. I do believe we're going to beat the Jets this weekend because this team is full of leaders and guys that are going to respond. All right? But we got to go. And, man, I am so close to deleting X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Dolphins Twitter, I'm speaking directly to you. You guys are unbelievably insufferable at times. Oh, my God. You lose one game, and the sky has fallen. The season is over. Don't even bother playing the rest of the games. It doesn't matter. And then we win games, and we're like, oh, we're the best team in the NFL. Guys, mellow out just a little bit. We're 9-4. We have the second best record in the AFC. We're the 2 seed right now in the playoffs. If you had said at the beginning of the year, hey, Nate, after you guys play 13 games, you're going to be 9-4. Are you good with that? I'd be like, yes, thank you very much. So perspective is important. Also, good to see all you trolls again and all you haters, man. God, I've missed you guys. I haven't seen you guys since early November when the Dolphins lost to the Chiefs. Good to see you guys again. I swear to God, there are accounts on there that haven't tweeted since the Dolphins lost, and then now they're blowing it up. Blowing it up. You guys suck. You're not actual Dolphins fans. You're just doing this for engagement, and you know that Dolphins fans on Twitter cannot help themselves but argue with you, and I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm done with arguing with people on Twitter. I'm done with arguing people in my DMs, my mentions. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry. You're not going to get any rise out of me anymore. I'm not interested. I'm just going to enjoy the games, and we're going to go from there. But guys, this season is not over. We're 9-4. We went out. We're first seed in the AFC. That's what it comes down to. Went out. First seed in the AFC. Yeah, we made it a little bit harder on ourselves. We sure as shit did. And now we're a little bit more banged up with Connor Williams out for the rest of the year. That hurts. Respond. It's time to respond. McDaniel, Fangio, get the boys rolling. Get your heads right. Don't look ahead to anything every single Sunday. Now we've finally lost to a bad team. Now we know, hey, these shit teams can still win because they are professional football players. Wake up. Get ready for the Jets. Let's finish the season sweep of the Jets. And then let's see what happens, okay? It's fins up, bitches. It's fins up all day, every day. This is the team. We're going to do something, all right? Hang in there. We're going to be all right. I'll see you boys I'll see everybody in the preview video for the Dolphins-Jets game this weekend, a little bit later on this week, along with our full slate of game picks and updated power rankings. We'll see you guys in those.